Hey guys, I want to just quickly make a note before I start talking about this sander that Bosch makes, that this isn't endorsed or sponsored in any way. Bosch doesn't know that I'm talking about this sander. This is just my observations over using this particular model for the last 5 or 6 years now, and I wanted to just pass my findings or some of my thoughts along.
You know, I gotta say, when it comes to cheap little random orbit sanders, this little Bosch ROS10 is fantastic. When I had my cabinet shop going full time, I had 3 or 4 of these things, and I would just have them at different areas, and you know, they're fairly cheap. You can get them on sale for something like 60 or 75 bucks. And what I like the most about these, what made these the winner for me, was that they have onboard dust collection actually works. They have a paper filter inside, so that whatever ends up in the dust collection doesn't just get blown through a cloth bag with a zipper. How many times have we seen that? And that's just picked up. I emptied this and then did the last 3 sides. You know, so it works. A weak area, a little bit, is that if you do drop these sanders, sometimes if they land on this corner, they'll break that corner. So a little bit of electrical tape or epoxy can usually fix that. But leaving details here. Look, we got an O-ring right here. I've seen sanders that don't. They're just a press fit. And with the injection molded plastic, or maybe it's just a lack of care of design, but one way or another, not having a seal in here on some sanders will really just mean the thing is just dusting you out. It's quick, easy to attach. It stays where you put it. And I have to say, I really prefer Makita when it comes to most tools, and Makita usually gets the first shake with me. But while the Makita was a lot more powerful, it has a larger orbit, it's a little more aggressive, and it's definitely more powerful. I'm willing to trade in some of that production for having relatively clean air. Now, is it as good as something like my Mirka? No, not even close. You know, I would hazard a guess that this probably grabs 80%. And so 20% is still quite a bit. But I'll tell you this, it's a whole lot better than what the other guys have out there right now. So Makita, if you're watching this, come on, up your game. I'd rather have your stuff, but you got to produce. And I'm really, I'm really not that brand loyal that I will have a tool and be brand blind to it. And I'm not going to have an inferior tool just so that all my tools will match and it'll look pretty. At the end of the day, it's really got to perform or else it's getting sold. So kudos to Bosch for these little ROS10s. So I got a couple other exciting things coming up. One of them is going to be a bit of a traditional hand tool bench build, and I'll definitely cover that. You know, a woodworking bench is kind of like a person's spouse. You know, no two need to be the same, and that's probably a good thing. But you really need to sort of purpose build it. Coming from a cabinet background, in the past I've needed more of places that facilitate assembly, processing, stacking and ordering components, and I only needed one hand tool bench. Now I'm finding doing a lot more hand work, I really need a second hand tool bench. So we'll build that with those new requirements in mind, and I think it'll be interesting. I've seen a lot of benches, and there's a few features that I really think are going to be worthwhile to incorporate into this new bench. So that's about it for today, and I'll be sure to take you along when we put the install in of these. And Bob should be our uncle. We're just about done. Say goodbye to the people. All right, guys. You have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Time for some puppy play.